All right, good evening. We have a special meeting of the City Council of the City of Cape May. We are here in the Cape May City Hall Auditorium. Today is Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025. The time is now 4:35. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you.
Under the Open Public Meetings Law, notice of this meeting was sent to the Cape May County Herald and the Press of Atlantic City, and a copy of the agenda was delivered to each member of City Council, posted on the city website and City Hall Bulletin Board. Notice is hereby provided that Cape May City Council meetings are audio recorded and/or video streamed live. Live video streams are posted to the Cape May City website. The City of Cape May is not responsible if audio recording or live video streaming of a meeting is unavailable. Roll call. Councilmember Baldwin.
Here.
Councilmember Bodnar.
Here.
Deputy Mayor McDade.
Here.
Councilmember Meyer.
Here.
Mayor Mullock.
Here.
City Solicitor Gillenschwartz.
Here.
City Manager Dietrich.
Here.
Deputy Clerk Turner.
Here.
And we have one resolution. It's 328-12-2025, a resolution providing for a meeting not open to the public in accordance with the provisions of the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-12. This is for discussion and presentation on risk management consultant position. And I do believe there is a recommendation to potentially add another topic for discussion.
If council wants to consider, I would recommend adding discussion and status of the police shared services agreement discussions with West Cape May and Cape May Point, given that we're heading into the end of the year. It is a time-sensitive matter. I don't anticipate recommending any formal action as a result of that discussion, but I do want to bring council up to speed on those items in closed session if we have time.
Any,
Mayor, do you want a motion to add that to the agenda?
should we do, yeah, please.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Do we
Roll
need
call.
roll call on both?
We'll add it and then we'll adopt.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Meyer.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor McDade.
Yes.
Councilmember Bodnar.
Yes.
Councilmember Baldwin.
Yes.
Mayor Mullock.
Yes.
All right, and motion to adopt Resolution 328.
I'll
Do I
make
have
a motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Meyer,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor McDade,
Yes.
Councilmember Bodnar,
Yes.
Councilmember Baldwin,
Yes.
Mayor Mullock.
Yes.
Public portion, Mayor?
Anyone here wishing to speak on this resolution? Seeing none, we'll close public comment and go into closed session.
Time is 4:37.
Good evening, everyone. We apologize. We are running late coming out of a closed session, but we thank you for your patience. We're going to get started in just a couple minutes. Okay. Okay, good evening, everyone. We are coming out of a closed session in which we will not be taking any formal action. So no announcements on that, right, City Solicitor? Okay. Do I have a motion to close the closed session?
I'll make the motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, with that, we can open up our regular meeting of the City Council of the City of Cape May. We are here in the Cape May City Hall Auditorium. Today is Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025. The time is now, regretfully, 5:54. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Under the Open Public Meetings Law, notice of this meeting was sent to the Cape May County Herald and the Press of Atlantic City, and a copy of the agenda was delivered to each member of City Council and posted on the city website and city bulletin board. Notice is hereby provided that Cape May City Council meetings are audio recorded and/or video streamed live. Live video streams are posted to the Cape May City website. The City of Cape May is not responsible if audio recording or live video streaming of a meeting is unavailable. Roll call. Councilmember Baldwin.
Here.
Councilmember Bodnar.
Here.
Deputy Mayor McDade.
Here.
Councilmember Meyer.
Here.
Mayor Mullick.
Here.
City Solicitor Gillenschwartz.
Here.
City Manager Dietrich.
Here.
Deputy Clerk Turner.
Here.
Any additions or deletions tonight, Council?
Any additions or deletions, Council? No? Okay, we can move right on to our beach tag competition winners. And again, thank you, everyone, for your patience. City Manager, you want to take it away?
Yes, so this year we had a ton of great entries for all the different categories from our local schools, and it was a very hard to sift through and pick some winners, but unfortunately, we did have to pick a winner for each of our individual tags, and here's what we have this evening. So I'm going to ask Hannah Stevenson to come up. She was the winner of our seasonal tag for this year, so come on over. I got a certificate. So this is the tag. So for Hannah, we have a large scale to take home. If you think you can get on the beach with this, good luck. But you know, you'll get to have this. You get a gift certificate. Presentation, so here, why don't you...
Congratulations, that's wonderful.
Congratulations.
I love
Hannah, why don't you stand right here next to your...
it. Good. Congratulations. Nice job, Hannah.
Everybody all in one picture, so... So next up, we have Lena Shapansky for the Veteran Active Duty. We're a little out of order on the agenda, so if you're watching it, veteran. So here is our winner. So if I could have Lena come on up, and we'll get a picture with Lena. Congratulations. So here's that. So come on over. You can take your jacket off, for sure. You can just throw it right on that chair.
An artist. You have to.
So, Great job. Great job. Great job. All right, and not but least, can we have Anthony Monahan? He was our weekly tag winner. Come on up.
That's awesome.
Good job.
Great work.
Your great work. Come on up, Anthony. Let's get a group picture. Everybody stand next to their tag. Congratulations. Oh, and feel free to take your tag with you. If you want to take your tag with you, you can take them.
Congrats, guys. Thank you. I think everyone's going to be thrilled.
Congratulations. And obviously, these tags are now on sale at the tax collector's office. Yes.
Yes, yes. Parents and families, you're welcome to stay for our budget meeting and be bored out of your minds if you'd like, but otherwise you're welcome to be dismissed and hopefully go home and get a great dinner. But wonderful work, everybody. We have, I think, probably the prettiest beach tags you could ask for of any shore town. So we thank you all so very much. It's beautiful. Thank you. How about one more round of applause? And as the city manager said, beach tags do make a wonderful stocking stuffer, and they are on sale now at a reduced rate. So make sure you get your seasonal beach tags now. Thanks again, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Okay, with that, we have the, are we doing the Washington Street Mall next? They're not here, yeah. Thank you, yeah.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Carolyn Zabrowski. I'm the treasurer of the Washington Street Mall Management Company, and I'm here to present our 2026 budget.
Before you begin, I just want to thank you for all your hard work on this. This is not a paid position, if anyone doesn't know, so we appreciate all your hard work that you put into this every year, so thank you. Thank you.
So for 2026, we are expecting $72,675 in assessments. So far, we have made $221,490 in the Memorial Brick Program, and we're planning to use $11,000 of surplus in 2026, which gives us a total of $305,166 of budget funds. We're budgeting $16,000 for administrative and professional expenses, $1,000 for our memberships, $100,000 to mall enhancement projects. This includes bigger items like tree trimming, the lighting on the trees and the mall, our irrigation systems, etc. $60,000 for decor and maintenance. These are the seasonal plantings and any smaller decor expenses which arise. We have figured out our Memorial Brick installation program. So we do it twice a year, and it costs us about $8,000 a time. So we have $16,000 budgeted for the brick program, $8,000 for advertising, $13,000 for events, $8,000 for our website and social media, $2,000 for uncollected assessments, $1,000 for miscellaneous, and just over $80,000 for future programs. We're still figuring out what we want to do. And I would like to say a thank you to the clerk's office. We had 100% of our assessments collected this year, so that's amazing. So thank you. Do you guys have any questions for me?
Any questions, council? No, but thank you again, and the mall really just looks beautiful.
The mall looks amazing. The fall plantings were, I think, the best that they've been.
I think so.
And the new planter box is coming along nicely, so it's going to be great.
Great work.
Great, thank you.
So are we voting on this at this point?
Yes, there is Resolution 329-12, 2025, a resolution introducing and approving the 2026 budget of the Washington Street Mall Business Improvement District for the city of Cape May.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any questions or comments, council?
No, but great job on the brick program. Congratulations.
Congrats. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Meyer,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor McDade,
Yes.
Councilmember Bodnar,
Yes.
Councilmember Baldwin,
Yes.
Mayor Mullick.
Yes.
Wonderful. All right, moving on to the presentation from Ms. Magariel is being removed this evening. We anticipate that that might come back in the new year. Is correct? So then moving on to the DSAL project update with CME.
Okay, we have a couple folks here from CME, if you would mind. Welcome. Thank you very much for being here.
Happy holidays. It's good to be back here. Good to see you. And we're happy to go through and continue to report on this important project for you. Mike Dubek is the project manager that has been working closely with your administrator and with your staff. And he's going to go through and give you a more detailed presentation of exactly where we're at. We indicated to you that our goal was to try and have all your permits by the end of the year. Good news is that we have all but your land use permit, which is projected to come in the first or second week in January, but we are on the clock with the DEP at this point in time. So once we go through and get that, you're going to be in good shape. The next phase of the project, as you know, is to go through and do the final design so that we can go through and bid it. We have a preliminary design for everything, but a final design, and the project phases have been, the first phase is going to be the building and the iron removal. The second phase was the reverse osmosis, and the third phase was solar and some of the electrical site improvements that have to happen. And the reason that the breakdown came down like that is because of the funding that we're all waiting for from the Army Corps isn't going to be available this year. It's not going to be available until next year. So the belief is, and this is working with your administrator, he made the recommendation, well, let's move forward with the project. Let's get the building up. Let's get it set up. Let's get the iron removal in. And then next year, we'll have a building that we can install the reverse osmosis in. So, Mike?
Thank you, everyone. So we've progressed the design to about 70% at this point. We've been going through regulatory agencies, primarily with the DEP, seeking approvals. We have approval from Soil Conservation, the NJDEP Bureau of Water System Engineering. They're primarily review the processes and the treatment equipment that's proposed here. We obtained that approval a few months ago. We have the DEP Historic Preservation approval. They had us do 2 cultural resources investigations on the site. One was a physical review of the site at the surface, and that also included doing some background research on the history of the facility. And then the second requirement was actually go out there and physically excavate holes down to the native earth below the area where the new treatment building is located. They want to make sure there's no artifacts or other, historic objects, but nothing was found in the area. And then the last is, as Dave said, land use, which we're on the 90-day clock for DEP to respond to us. So I think January 11th is the day they have until to hear back from them. So that's coming. At this point, this is the site, and just a little background. The facility has two primary water supplies. One is the Atlantic City Sands wells. There's 3 wells in that aquifer. Those are the wells that require desalination. And then the other one is the one well in the Cohansey aquifer, which has avoided saltwater contamination but does have iron. So the initial phase would be to address the Cohansey well. The building right there, that's the building. It's going to be proposed in the existing parking lot area. We're going to maintain the existing treatment plant building, put a new building. It's about 100 by 100 approximately, the building size, and maximize parking space as best we can on the site. Here's the building layout here. Essentially, the initial phase will be the
Mike, excuse me. Could you just grab, the mic moves, if you don't mind. Thank you, so everybody can hear.
The initial phase would be the building structure, the electrical room, the office, control room, iron removal systems here, chemical feed rooms down here. The only thing that won't be constructed in the initial phase is the RO equipment, which is along this wall here, and this is the RO cleaning equipment here. That'd be pushed off to the second phase.
And in accordance with your direction, you wanted to go through and make sure this building was flexible enough to be able to be expanded in the future. You have the provisions for 3 here, and if you needed to put in a 4th ever, there was space.
Yep, that's correct. Yeah, your limiting capacity right now, or currently, is your treatment process. With this would be your water supply source from the ground, from the wells. This is a proposed rendering for the building. Pretty much a metal building, and we were going to bring a poured in place with a brick facade up to about 4 feet above the finished floor elevation. Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
4 feet is to allow for flood resiliency?
That's correct, and we're still tweaking the front of this. We may go through and modify these windows, because this up and this down, during the final design, we'll come back to you with one that's further refined, but this is going to be close to what we see.
And regarding flood resiliency, the proposed finished floor elevation right now is currently 2 feet above the 500-year flood elevation. And with that additional concrete around the bottom 4 feet, flood barriers can be installed to get it up to 6 feet above the 500.
Mike, it might show it on there. How much higher is that than the current building? It looks like the elevation's on there.
It's I believe it's 3 feet.
3 feet?
That's why we showed you this.
Yeah, and I appreciate that.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes, you're 3 feet above the
Thank you.
existing finished floor. Yeah, this is the overall process schematic. We simplified it just for the presentation, but the bottom half here is phase 1. This is the iron removal, and the top half is going to be phase 2, the RO.
Wells, cartridge filters, pumping units, reverse osmosis units.
Yeah.
Anything else, Mike?
No, just so that in the end, the 4 phases are proposed to be the iron removal system, followed by the RO. That'll be followed by emergency generator and solar panels, and then the 4th and final phase would be site restoration.
Any questions, council?
I have one quick question. The top of concrete, we were just talking about the flood elevation, the top of concrete, in the existing building, there is a sunken part of it.
Drain.
Yeah, something. Is there going to be something like that in this building?
Yep.
In ours, there are going to be certain areas that are basically concrete trenches that carry utilities in it that will be covered with either fiberglass grating or other grating. And that's only so that we could go through and have a place to go through and put the pipes that we need for the second contract in, because we're building the building in the first contract. So there are going to be wells, okay, but they're going to be covered and the floor should be smooth in those areas. Where the actual membrane units are, we're still going to decide during the final design of that aspect whether we put in a drainage system there or whether we slightly recess that area to be able to collect any condensation and then carry it away. But in this plant, we're also going to have a dehumidifying system so that we don't have to rely on, or we don't have to experience all of that water being accumulated. So those are things that we'll take care of in the final design.
Thank you.
Did I get that right?
Yep.
That's great, Dave. Thank you very much. Anything else, council? Mike, thank you. I think really a great update. I mean, just to highlight that we did receive DEP approval, which is a big step, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do think a lot of people who attend council meetings know we were included in for $40 million in the WRDA bill. We'll see how much we actually get in the long run. But I think phasing this in a way that kind of matches the grant process and frankly, the funding process makes a lot of sense, and I think leaves us in a good position to you know, we've made some upgrades to the current, obviously with your expertise, made certain upgrades to the existing plant to make sure that that's well and functioning for the next few years. But then to be able to have the addition of the iron removal, I don't know how many million gallons you could rely on for 1 million a day. What's our daily, Rob?
In the summer,
Yeah, at peak.
2.4 average in the summer.
So to be able to have kind of close to half on your highest days is obviously in and of itself is a major upgrade. So I like the plan. Yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I think the total capacity of the plant's got to be about 4.2 million gallons a day. Firm capacity, if one of the RO filters out of service, is got to be 3.2.
And you'll have room for growth.
And
That's great.
I wanted to make sure that Paul gets recognized, because it was his suggestion to, sorry about that. It was his suggestion to go through and phase the iron removal, because we were dealing with how do we go through and delay this project any further. We don't want to delay it.
Oh, right.
But when we heard that the $40 million we couldn't get this year, we wouldn't be able to get it till 27, we said there has to be something done. And Paul came up with the idea to go through and say, let's get this thing started, build it, then we can put the other facilities in later.
Perfect. Great, great work. Paul, thank you. Anything else, folks? Thank you guys very much. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Yep. Okay, on to updates of old business. City manager, any updates on old business?
I have nothing this evening to keep the meeting
City
moving along.
solicitor?
I don't have anything tonight, Mayor, thank you.
City council, any updates or old business? Okay, on to the public portion on resolutions this evening. Anyone wishing to speak on resolutions this evening? Rob, thank you very much, and thank you. We don't get to see you often. Thank you for another wonderful season, and please pass along our thanks to your whole department. Thank you. Great work. Happy holidays. Thanks, Dave. Anyone wishing to speak on resolutions this evening, please come to the microphone, state your name and address for the record. Hi, Stacey.
Stacy Sheehan, 928 Columbia Avenue. My first question has to do with the transfers for Resolution 332-12-2025. And it's my concern is the Beach Utility Fund, which I know is a utility, so therefore everything that goes in has to be paid through the whole utility. My concern is with roads. I didn't know roads was part of the beach utility for be taking money out.
Within the beach utility, that there's a buildings line, a roads line within that.
There is a roads line, because I knew there was
Yes.
police and fire, but I didn't know there was actually a roads
There is
line.
actual line item in that utility
Okay.
for that.
My next question has to do with Delaware Avenue. I guess that Delaware Avenue. I was a little confused about a few things. Do we have a plan on what they're going to do to prevent the erosion on that road?
Well, that is what the whole project is about, is that whole revetment is designed to prevent erosion. So that's
Right, do we have a design?
Yes.
And what's the design? Is it going to put rocks on the side of the?
It's a gabion baskets, so it's a rocks, smaller.
Just
between
like on the
this-
canal?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And how far up is that going to go? All the way to the yacht club, or not quite there, or
Right up to the yacht club.
to their deck of the yacht club?
I'd have to double check the limits of how close it gets up there, but I think it comes right up into their property, I believe so. But I have to double check the plan.
Okay. Yeah, only because they do have a beach there. I didn't know if you were taking away the beach there, because I do a lot of their sail fishing off the beach. And I didn't know if that was going to affect that. Your mic.
Pardon me.
yeah.
Do you think we could get a presentation from the Army Corps at some point? It's been years.
I can reach out to them to see if they can come down to
Okay.
do a presentation. I know they're getting real close to going out to bid for this project, so
Right.
I can see if they can come down to do a
Or just
presentation.
some material that we could even share ourselves, whatever might.
I can make, that's why I was just double checking our website. I thought I had put,
Is
I
it
can put the
online?
plans.
Okay.
Yeah, I have draft plans on our website.
And does it show where it goes to?
Give me,
Okay.
if you want to continue on, I'll
Yeah,
get-
I'll you just keep going with that. And a part of that, this is for, I guess, Mr. Gillen Schwartz. The city is giving some of this land to the county? Is that what they're doing?
It's an easement.
Just an
So-
easement? Okay, because it said something about assessed value, and I wasn't sure where that went to. But-
Yeah, I mean, candidly, the county offered up and indicated, look, if you wanted to talk about consideration, that would be a more involved process between the two entities. There is a time factor for them in coordination with the Army Corps to plan and execute this project. Part of it is to secure the easements. What the city did is, in lieu of consideration, it went back to the county and confirmed two things, really to confirm the narrowness of these easements. It's really tied to this project so that the city retains use, control, and dominion over its property. And it's not as if the county's going to put up an ice cream stand out there or something like that. And that clarification is in the revised easement agreements that are in the council's packet. So with that assurance that the county was really limiting the scope of the easement to this project and maintaining that, council was more comfortable with proceeding with a no consideration concept based on the relative benefit to the city of having this revetment there.
Okay, my next question, with that type of wall that they're going to be putting there, is that going to be above the roadway? Are we going to be seeing that come up higher?
You will.
And how high will it be coming up from the beach up into that roadway?
I'm going to answer your first question as far as the limits. It goes about halfway up into that beach area
Okay.
before the, let me,
So it's not on the yacht club's property then?
no, it's not on the yacht club's property itself.
And how does it, okay, go ahead, I'll let you finish. Because I know we rent place out to the,
It's only about maybe a foot or two higher than the shoulder elevation.
so it's going to be like 2 feet higher. Now, how's that going to work with getting the kayaks and the other things that we rent out at the
So
nature center?
At the Nature Center, there's going to be a walkway and a new ramp, like a little dock for them to have at that location.
Okay. Is there a reason why they went 2 feet above and not just kept it level? Because we know there's no flooding there.
Just the average elevation, that's what they decided to do.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else on resolutions this evening?
Good evening, Jules Roush, 1010 New York Avenue.
Good evening.
Talking about the water plant, will CME be the construction manager, or will there be a separate management company that oversees that project?
That hasn't been decided yet.
I think it's always wise to have somebody independent as opposed to the same people that design it to do the review and kind of have somebody looking at a different position.
I mean, what I will say is that there will probably be, I'll be recommending a constant full-time inspection during the process. So regardless if it's CME or an outside construction management firm, there'll be it won't be limited observation. They'll have daily observations of work activities.
That's frankly the way it should be done, as you know, Paul. Will there be much fill brought in to increase the elevation for the new facility? Or is it going to be just a wall that provides the flood barrier?
They'll have to, I mean, obviously, as CMA stated, they're going to have to raise that up, so 2 to 3 feet. So I don't think there's going to be enough fill generated from just excavating the foundations. So I'm sure there's going to be fill that's going to be required to bring on site.
Yeah, that certainly getting an elevation in that area would be advisable. Do we have any kind of an estimate at this point as to how many dollars does the city actually has put into the project, and how much of it is grant?
Up until now, I think probably 90% of it has been grant funded.
Well, there was a $600,000 grant initially, is that correct?
Correct.
And this $390,000?
This 300 will be the first really true city dollars
That's
towards
city.
the design.
And where's that money coming from?
The water utility fund.
Pardon me?
The bonds that have been issued for for this project under the city's funds?
That's already been designated in those bonds?
Yes.
Paul, just a point to, we do have other grants outside of that 600,000. I don't know what
Well,
that's funding
As
exactly.
far as this design, the resolution that's on this evening, that 300,000, that's going to be city funds
Out
from
of
a
the-
city bond,
Out of the water utility.
out of the water utility bond to fund that project.
Thank you.
I mean, it's certainly expected that we're going to have significant financial benefit beyond what we're talking about so far.
Yes.
What kind of consideration or agreements have been reached with the municipalities that are going to participate, primarily Cape May Point, West Cape May, Lower Township, and the Coast Guard? Do we have an understanding that with all these the participants, are they on board with this? I mean, I've not heard any discussion about that at all.
I mean, our current agreements with them all have a desalination capital recapture process, but I anticipate as we move into next year, I've been working with our CFO and Rob on modeling what our current costs are and what the projected costs for these capital improvements, and making a presentation on a potential proposed increase in both the city's water rates to account for this capital project, as well as what costs our bulk users would be their share.
And the current plant, can you kind of describe, Mr. Dietrich, how you're going to phase in the new one and phase out the old one, or are we going to keep the old one in existence in the event that we need it 2, 3, 4, 5 years after the new plant's online?
Obviously, for this first phase, the existing RO plant will remain. We'll bring the iron removal online so that that'll bring another source of water that we'll have. Once we would complete that second phase and bring those new RO units on, part of the third phase would be decommissioning the old equipment and removing it. So we won't keep it, because it won't be connected at that point.
So there won't be a way really to take any benefit from the current plant in the future.
There would be no benefit in the future to maintain that plant.
And
That's
that-
why we're building a new one.
What will happen, the existing building is obviously historic. Is there anything planned for that particular space, or are we looking at that further down the road?
We'll evaluate that as we move forward, but we don't have a current evaluation for it.
Okay, thank you very much.
And just to add to that, I know Rob left, but I know Paul and Rob had discussed, there is some value to those filters that we actually just purchased and will be installing soon. So some of the plant will be taken apart, salvaged, and sold to different places. To your point of, saving it, I don't want to answer this more because I'm not the expert, but one thing I do know is once those filters aren't being used for some prolonged amount of time, it really degrades. You might.
I mean, when they actually, we've actually had the first set of filters installed.
Okay,
And they're
thank you.
just finishing up doing the seals on those units. They come to us pre-liquefied and injected, so yeah, they can't be dried out, so they have to be maintained in a wet condition. So there is a aftermarket use for them, so most likely we'll try to find and resell them.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Any other questions on resolutions this evening? Seeing none, we'll close public comment on resolutions and go into our,
Consent agenda, Council. Is there anything you'd like to remove this evening?
yes, Resolution 330, if we could remove that.
Sure.
Anything
And-
else, Council?
Can we pull 323 as well?
323,
Yes.
okay. Anything else, Council? Okay.
Not just 331. I think there's a lot of great stuff in here. 331, I think, should be mentioned separately.
Sure. Sure.
All right. Do I have a motion on the remaining consent agenda resolutions?
I'll make that motion, Mayor.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Meyer,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor McDade,
Yes.
Councilmember Bodnar,
Yes.
Councilmember Baldwin,
Yes.
Mayor Mullick.
Yes.
All right, back to 323-11-2025, because this was tabled. It's a resolution establishing a 2026 commemorative beach tag for the city of Cape May.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any questions or comments, council?
I pulled this because I wanted to discuss with council as far as the cost for each tag. I don't know if this is really going to be a money grab or not. I just think that it should be a little bit above what our current tags are. I think we go, what are our current tags, the yearly tags, or the seasonal? 35?
30 pre-sale, 40,
Pre-sale, 40, yeah. So I'm-
40 season.
I would just, part of the reason why for the higher price point was we have several celebrations
Right.
that we're doing next year. We have the 250th anniversary for the nation, the 150th for the city, and the 50th for the National Historic Landmark. I'm anticipating a budgetary allotment request to
Oh,
of a significant nature to help fund those projects. I'm anticipating funding an additional 4th of July celebration, National Night Out to do additional things, and we have several other planned events that we've had discussions with council at different points during the year, as well as doing other commemorative things. So part of that was to, yes, help fund those commemorative aspects. I know the county is going to have some potential limited funding for different towns to assist towns, but for the things that we were anticipating doing throughout next year, considering the number of commemorative things that we're, it's just not the 250th anniversary, but we're doing a lot of things geared around especially the historic aspect and that celebration. Was looking for an additional a funding source to help fund those commemorative activities. But it'll really be limited to, whatever councils has.
How many do you anticipate selling? Or how many were you planning on ordering?
I mean, we have an order already for 500 on order, but as we would see demand, we'll order more, and we can put a cap on it, and say, hey, we're going to, have a limited series of X, if you want to say 1,050, and say, hey, that's all that we're going to do, and that's all we're going to raise, and that's going to help fund the different celebration events. That's
So another way, maybe we want to consider, do we want to do this as part of a pre-sale and give a pre-sale discount price? And then raise it during the regular season, to not maybe 100, but 75. So 50 in the pre-sale to engender interest, as we do with the other tags. And then that gives us a good kind of running start on, that source of revenue for planning purposes. And then do 75 once the season starts and differentiate it that way. And, maybe limit during the pre-sale and say, to make it, more attractive.
maybe
Say
the
500.
first 500 we put at one price point, and then additional ones.
And then
I'm-
that way.
It's totally council's pleasure. I'm just looking at first 500 at 50.
And then after that, they will be raised to 75. And then that might, engender some
I think
real
that's good.
traction.
Yeah, I do. Mhm.
So can we make that revision? Sorry.
I think that's.
Are we going
I
to
think that's
limit
a
the
good.
amount that we're going to?
So
50
Sale
pre-sale,
and-
500, limit to 500.
100, and then do another 500 during the season if you
during the
want.
Okay, and that's it?
And, yeah, just make it, that way people, if
Well,
they have a real
I
interest.
may come back to you if they
it's a
sell
club.
out really good. I may come back out to you.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm
so
agreeable to that.
I have
Okay.
just another question, since we're on the
Please.
funding this topic. Is there anything from the state? I don't know which email I read it out of. I think it was some like Heritage or Colonial New Jersey or something like that. Is there some opportunities from the state that we're looking into at all?
So we've been, the state has a large program that they're putting on, so we're going to be cross-advertising our events with them, and they have some things that we've asked them to kind of participate in. They have some traveling exhibits, and so we've asked them come in there. They've kind of blocked out a bunch of the dates already, so we're not sure what we can already get, but we've reached out to them to see if we can get some of their traveling exhibits also.
Cool, thank you.
And then, council, could we just clarify exactly, because we're going to have to amend this resolution, the way it's worded. Could you
think
just
it's-
repeat exactly
I
what we're
think the
doing?
amendment was a pre-sale of 500 commemorative tags at $50 apiece, and thereafter 500 tags at $75 apiece. And the pre-sale would end, obviously, would be run concurrent with our pre-sale of our traditional tags.
So ending
As far as
April
timing.
30th.
Yes.
that's great.
Okay, so however long it takes to get through the first 500, then that'll go up to 75, and regardless of if we get through that 500, the
Once-
pre-sale
once-
ends on April 30th unless you come back and say we need more.
Yes.
Okay.
So can someone, Dwight, could someone make that in the form of a motion?
I'll make the motion, so.
To amend the resolution?
To amend the resolution that we will offer a pre-sale, a pre-season sale at $50, limit it to 500 tags, and then up until April 30th, and then the cost would go to $75
For the
And,
next 500.
for the next 500.
and I will say that those tags will be available tomorrow also.
Okay, excellent.
Perfect.
Do we have a second
Do
to
I-
amend?
I'll second to amend.
Roll call, please.
All right. Councilmember Meyer,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor McDade,
Yes.
Councilmember Bodnar,
Yes.
Councilmember Baldwin,
Yes.
Mayor Mullick.
Yes. Do I
Thank
need a
you.
motion on the amended?
Adopt as amended, please.
I'll make
Mayor.
that motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Meyer,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor McDade,
Yes.
Councilmember Bodnar,
Yes.
Councilmember Baldwin,
Yes.
Mayor Mullick.
Yes.
All right.
Is there a way for people to see what they look like?
I will
post it on the website?
We will post them on,
I don't have it.
I can post a picture on the website.
Yeah.
I'll get a picture, post it up on the website.
I'm sure
That's
we'll
great.
be hitting this hard on social media,
And
too.
Michelle, did you get all that? Thank you.
I think it's a great opportunity. If it gets into the paper, it'd be nice to have a photo to go with it.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
All right, moving on to 330-12-2025, a resolution reappointing Deborah A. Lindholm as the city tax collector.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I just wanted to say thank you to Debbie and Rusty and the whole family. You've done such a wonderful job in the tax office, and a job that maybe not everybody wants to have, but you do a great job doing it, and I think we're always 99 percentile in our
Yes.
taxation collection.
Yeah, I mean, Deb is really probably one of the top tax collectors, especially in our county, as far as a tax collection rate. There's not many tax collectors that can go the number of years that we've gone and having such a high rate of collection, which obviously helps keep a stable budget and not having
right.
to chase after those.
So thank you very much, Deb and Rusty, for all your hard work for the town. We appreciate it.
And I guess I would be remiss in saying she does have she leads a good staff of people that really work together and, not only, for taxes, water and sewer, but they do a great job in doing all the pre-sale for Beach Tech. So it's a lot of work that goes through that office.
Thank you. With that, any other questions or comments? Roll call?
Councilmember Meyer,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor McDade,
Yes.
Councilmember Bodnar,
Yes.
Councilmember Baldwin,
Yes.
Mayor Mullick.
Yes.
And 331-12-2025, resolution authorizing the installation of the Black Heritage Trail marker at the AME Church.
Do I have a motion?
Make a motion?
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any questions or comments?
I just want to make the comment, with all the, the anniversaries that we have going on this year, I think it's important to mention, with all our history, Black history is definitely a part of Cape May's history.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah. Anything else, council? Roll
Yes,
call?
I would, if I could just also note, so this will be the second location that is designated on the Black
Yeah.
Historic
Heritage Trail,
Yeah, we designated, as you recall, earlier this year at the Franklin Street School, and so across the street is the AME Church. So, Franklin Street is really going to be the hub of activity for this kind of activity. So thank you.
And I'll just add to thank our assemblymen, McClellan and Simonson, who sponsored this legislation through the state. So really, and obviously we're talking Cape May, but the trail goes throughout the whole state, and really wonderful history. So thank you. With that, any other questions or comments? Roll call?
Councilmember Meyer,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor McDade,
Yes.
Councilmember Bodnar,
Yes.
Councilmember Baldwin,
Yes.
Mayor Mullick.
Yes.
That, I guess moving on to new business, council.
Do we have 333? Was that pulled or not? I'm sorry.
No, I
Okay,
don't think
have
so.
a-
I think it was
Wrong.
just the first three.
Thank you.
Yep.
On to new business. City solicitor,
Nothing tonight.
city manager?
I would just would like to comment. Chief isn't here. You can see on the stage behind you all the toys that are back there. So this begins the season where our police department does an awesome job of collecting toys for the families throughout Cape Island and Cape May County. And there is a display out in the hallway that if you're looking to help, bless you, sponsor a child. We've got different age and it's kind of to kind of shop for a child specifically and drop it back off here to City Hall. And when they do the wrapping day, it is a truly amazing sight to see this entire room here filled with bags and wrapping and toys. So it is truly the Cape May City Department comes almost a mini Santa workshop here in Cape May Island. So please, if you have an opportunity, please reach out to Duran Hemingway at the police department and see how you want to get involved, or stop here and grab a tag and just drop a toy off. It'd be greatly appreciated.
Thank you. City Clerk?
Yes, all fun things this evening. 'Tis the season. We've got the Angelus Community Singers free concert at Convention Hall on December 3rd at 7 p.m. We've got the city tree lighting ceremony at Rotary Park this coming Friday, December 5th at 7 p.m. Of course, the West Cape May Christmas Parade is December 6th, starting at 5 p.m. The Captain Nick Federoff Community Christmas Celebration is Sunday, December 14th from 12 to 3 at Convention Hall. And of course, as everyone said, pre-sale beach tags are available for purchase in the city tax collector's office now through April 30th. So come stock your stuffings, stuff your stockings. It's been a long day. Come get your beach tags.
Okay, all right. Council members, Councilmember Baldwin?
Just, I really have to comment how wonderful the city looks with all of the lights between the mall, houses, business district, commercial, or, residential district. It really shows the spirit. We have a Rockwellish town, and I did see the city of Cape May on a Hallmark movie. Yeah. Had to rewind it and take a picture of it. It was Rotary Park.
So cool.
So it's just a magical town. So I thank everybody out there who has done a beautiful job decorating.
That's great, thank you. Councilman Bodnar?
Well, kind of carrying through with that theme about Cape May, Cape May has recently been recertified for the Mayor's Monarch Pledge. For those that aren't aware, it's a program by the National Wildlife Federation. Cape May has taken a pledge and is to be committed to restore and maintain habitats for monarch butterflies. And it's more than just taking a pledge. You need to take action to be certified and recertified, such as creating monarch gardens and planting monarch-friendly plants, which has taken place throughout the community. Also creating a community-driven education and conservation strategy and promoting those practices. And also to continue an invasive species removal program to support the reestablishment of natural habitat for pollinators and monarch butterflies. And Cape May has done that. It's one of the ways that has been promoted. And I want to recognize the Environmental Commission for their support and advocacy of this endeavor, but also other organizations, both just in Cape May and around Cape May, our Garden Club, the Cape May Science Center, the Nature Center, and a community at large that promotes this and embraces the monarchs as being part of Cape May. And I also want to acknowledge and recognize Dave Scheffler, the Director of Recreation, who shepherded the recertification program to make sure that we documented all the steps that needed to be done for Cape May to be recertified. So again, I just think it's another great thing, for Cape May. It's just a great thing.
Very cool.
Just want to mention, I saw something on Anderson
was-
Cooper
Yeah.
covered the program and part of his, 60 Minutes, the end of the show, so, yeah.
And highlighted Mr. Garland, Mark Garland, who does it out at Cape May Point
yeah,
Science Center.
Yeah.
It was a national recognition, which was wonderful.
Very cool. Deputy Mayor?
Nothing this evening, Mayor.
Councilman Meyer?
With all the milestones that we have going on, one was brought to my attention. It was 10 years ago that a young Erin Burke started working here, and she started in the construction office, and everybody in city council and this building saw her potential, and she, shot right to the top. So I just want to congratulate you for that.
Thank you, guys.
Congrats.
It's flown. You're stuck with me for the foreseeable future. So,
Great job, Aaron, congratulations. Yeah.
thank you. Appreciate it.
I'll just add, again, thanks really to our Department of Public Works and getting the town looking so magical. When you see everybody doing that hard work to make it look so magical, maybe it's a little less magical, but, it's as was said, riding around town with my kids, and they just really get so excited for the holidays. And as was mentioned, the homeowners that do such a great job. I mean, it's very cool. I'm getting there out of my own house. It's starting to look nice. It's a long process, but anyway, with that, we'll open it up for public comment. Anyone wishing to speak this evening, please come to the microphone, state your name and address for the record.
Stacy Shan, 928 Columbia Avenue. My first question has to do with the new desal plant. Is the HBC going to have some approval and input on the new building?
HPC's already approved it.
Yeah, they have.
Well, I don't know, he was changing it around here, that's why I didn't know what he was, he said he was
Actually,
changing
the
the front.
HPC, they've given a favorable recommendation. I mean, we'll probably go back to them and let them know, but they've already given their favorable recommendation on it.
Okay, because I didn't know how much changes he's going to make, you know, what he was talking about tonight. My next question is,
Just to answer that, though, we will make sure that any of those changes are reviewed by HPC for their final approval, for sure. And frankly, ask for their input.
okay, thank you, I appreciate that. My next question or comment has to do with the safety issue that there is on Franklin Street. They put those new trees in, but the new trees are in the middle of the sidewalk, causing people to fall by their, bikes or walking. Is there any way we can curve the sidewalk, move it in a little bit, or move the trees closer to the road, because they literally are in the middle of the sidewalk? So that's my comment there.
I brought that up
Yeah,
to management. I think, I don't know if there's any way we can do it, but I think we as a city should, since most of the town has the cutouts along the one side of the sidewalk, which is closest to the street, we should maintain that style throughout the town. I just would feel bad if some woman was wearing high heels walking over those grates, that she'd get stuck in that area. I think moving forward, we should get away from having those grates, because I totally agree with you.
but they're really,
Right in the middle.
yeah, that's all I can say, they're in the middle of the sidewalk.
You know what, I'll bring it up to Shade Tree, have them discuss it.
I think they
We can
just,
get
they
our-
they located the trees in the wrong spot, like they should have moved them closer to the road
We'll
when
see
they
if we can
planted them.
Get one of our experts to see if that's even doable.
Okay, thank you.
And I'll talk to the city manager, what he thinks too.
And my other question has to do with, you tabled the ordinance last week, or last meeting, about the apartments above the mall, that you were going to put the apartments in mall, and you tabled it to the other district, right, which is still the C1, but not on the mall. My question has to do with, is the city planning on subsidizing with taxpayer money these apartments if they are approved?
There's no plan for that, no.
Okay, just asking, because I was wondering where you were headed with that. And my next comment has to do with, I understand that the city won the lawsuit with the Cove, what is that, the motel down there at the Cove, that they
Jetty?
won? The Jetty Motel, is what I had heard, so.
Yeah, the city that was a prerogative writ action, so the city was successful in that, and that kind of leaves the applicant and having to make a new application, I suppose.
Okay, I just was saying thank you, and that was great.
Thank you. Jules?
Pass this around, please. My understanding is that the planning board has canceled their meeting for this month, so they won't be discussing the workforce housing. I'd like to, being passed out, I don't like reading statements, but in this case, I'd like to get my final statement in for this year about the workforce housing, long-term housing. The number one issue in Cape May is parking, an issue we all would like to improve upon, not exacerbate. Our zoning code was crafted years ago after months and months and many meetings, providing a unified document to serve the best interest of the entire community. One major component is the requirement that every use has a defined parking requirement as a method to guarantee parking is provided. Ordinance 584 removes the parking requirement in C1 zoning district and establishes a prerequisite and a prime basis for every applicant throughout the city that if they can't meet the parking standards, to seek a variance for parking. In 2007, the Washington Street Mall was rejuvenated, and the infrastructure and utilities were upgraded to serve those current commercial businesses. Has City Council confirmed the proposed workforce housing, long-term housing development in the C1 district have utilities and services available and adequate? Has research provided the following details? The number of employees needing workforce housing, current one-year rental rates, the number of second and third floor areas available for apartments, the number of owners of the vacant space willing to invest and improve the available space. What are the current occupancy and uses on the third and fourth floors in the C1 district? Do the current employers pay employees a living wage to afford C1 rentals? How many current employees are valued to justify employers assisting financially and/or providing housing for their employees? Ordinance 584, 2025, if adopted, is a precursor to the apartments becoming condominiums. I point this out as a significant change that might occur if you approve that ordinance. In my judgment, there are basic questions. Has the City Council explored and discussed all the essential factors in making a drastic zoning change? Is it fair and equal to all concerned taxpayers, citizens, residents, employees, and visitors? A decision to change zoning without a complete understanding of the current status, facts, and conditions, and the causes and effects of this change is arbitrary and capricious. And secondly, there are ethical and legal questions on voting an ordinance 584-2025 that grants extraordinary financial opportunities and benefits to limited specific owners, investors, that is not available to others. I do not believe that this zoning change is warranted, and I would like it to fail. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jules. Anyone else this evening? Seeing none, we can close public comment. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful evening.